Every year, school systems all across the Midwest struggle to pay their utility bills. The cost of energy continues to rise with no end in sight. And most school systems are faced with maintaining several aging buildings. What if you could dramatically reduce your use of heating energy? What if you could lower your utility bill even after adding air conditioning? What if you could improve classroom comfort and ventilation and improve educational outcomes at the same time? What if you could completely remove your school's heating gas hookup? It sounds improbable, but it's true. Our geothermal heating and cooling system has achieved remarkable results for a number of schools in Illinois, results that are measurable and repeatable. We can produce the same results for your school. This graph illustrates a sampling of 150 schools in Illinois. The bottom scale represents the year the schools were built. The vertical scale represents energy consumption in kilobtus per square foot per year, from 0 to 200 kilobtus. This straight line illustrates the average energy consumption of all 150 schools in the sampling, 77 kilobtu per square foot each year. These red dots are schools that only have heating systems. Their dates of construction range from 1924 to 1997. These blue dots indicate schools that are heated and air-conditioned. Their dates of construction range from 1954 to 2006. Note that newer schools are not necessarily the most energy efficient. In fact, some of them are among the worst performers in the sampling. Now, take a look at these dots. These are schools built between 1953 and 1993. Most of their HVAC systems were considered to be near the end of their economic lives by their administrators, and all were retrofitted with our geothermal system. Air conditioning was added to all 6 schools. No further upgrades were made to their building envelopes. This is how they perform now. These 6 buildings are just a sampling of more than 30 schools that we've retrofitted in the last 5 years. Even the worst performers among them are well below the average energy use of the sampling. These include a junior-senior high school complex with only the high school retrofitted to our system. In spite of the unchanged junior high building, this complex is performing well below the energy consumption of the sampling. 5 of these schools now use less than half of the average. Now, let's look at one of these schools, Oakdale School in Normal, Illinois. In the 2005 school year, their energy consumption looked like this. During the 2006 school year, they managed their consumption vigorously, and they did a little better. During the summer before the 2007 school year, we retrofitted Oakdale School with our geothermal system, and we added air conditioning. The entire task was achieved in 70 days at a low first cost of about $15 per square foot. Now, Oakdale's energy consumption looks like this: 47% of their previous usage, and their annual energy dollars are only 70% of previous spending. Pretty impressive. But let's look at some other schools before and after our geothermal retrofits. Jefferson School in Sterling, Illinois, before our retrofit and after. Lincoln School in Clinton, Illinois, before our retrofit and after. Douglas School in Clinton, Illinois, before our retrofit and after. Glenn School, before and after. And Fairview School, before and after. Air conditioning was added to Sterling, Macomb, Clinton, and McLean schools. All schools have disconnected their gas meters. Reduced consumption and lower utility costs are great, but our system has other advantages too. It's a simple design with less pipe, fewer fittings, less pumping power required, and fewer controls. Because of its simplicity, it's easy to maintain. Maintenance is often done by the janitorial staff. It's a quiet system, allowing easier communication between teachers and students. It's a comfortable system. Teachers now have control over the temperatures in their individual classrooms, and improved comfort creates an indoor environment suited to improved concentration levels and better educational outcomes. Elaborate sensors and computer-driven controls are unnecessary. The room unit can be coupled to the light switch. When the teacher turns off the lights, the unit goes into setback mode until the lights are turned on the next morning. The installation cost of our system is about half the cost of a conventional geothermal system. The system can be installed over a single summer break. Installation times have ranged from 54 to 70 days. With all these advantages in mind, the conclusion is obvious. One-pipe geothermal heating and cooling systems are a practical, affordable, smart choice for schools.